Hi. I made a song about Mexican pizza because I love it so much. I wish that Taco Bell didn't discontinue it a year ago. And this led me to this monstrosity of a beat that I just made. And I wrote a verse. And I hope you like it. And if you don't, I understand. So let's go.
That is rapper Doja Cat, pop star. She loves some Taco Bell. We've got Low from Energy.
Obsessed with Taco Bell. Listen to this.
We've got Low from Energy 94.1 talking sports and pop culture and music. Listen to what Doja Cat has to say about when she wants to come back.
I got beans, I need meat. I need a shell with the sauce and cheese. Give you hell if you cross me, we about to throw hands if you want try me. This ain't been new, I will end you. If you ever dare to go discontinued, I don't share when I read from menu. Y'all want everything I eat, I've been through. Yes, I eat. I like my pizza with refried beans. Keep my ad, search YouTube. This ain't
all right, that is Doja Cat. She is rapping for Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. She wants it back. She wants it back now.
So here's the thing. This has been going on for like 2 years. 2 years she's been begging Taco Bell to bring back the Mexican pizza after they discontinued it.
Uh-huh.
And hang on, I think I got some feedback here. But yeah, so she's been going back and forth on that, and they finally are bringing it back.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting because the Mexican pizza, just got to hit mute on the StreamYard there. It's funny because the Mexican pizza is one of the items that is a fan favorite. I am not the biggest Taco Bell fan.
Yeah.
But I love me some taco pizza or Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. So it's kind of funny because Doja Cat releases a beat for this, and Taco Bell, one of the biggest fast food chains around, comes out and says, all right.
There was a petition that got like over 200,000 signatures to get the Mexican pizza back on the menu, and they discontinued it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Doja Cat was one of the spokespeople for the mission to get it done.
Mhm.
And they teased something during the Super Bowl a few months ago, and she confirmed that she is doing a collaboration with Taco Bell at Coachella over the weekend.
Wow.
So on stage while she was performing, she was like, "By the way, guys, I brought back the Mexican pizza."
Wow. I mean, it's really incredible that an artist can bring back a favorite item. And I really wish more artists would spearhead campaigns for our favorite outdated foods.
She is the hero
absolutely.
that we need.
Yeah.
Iconic is a word I've been using.
I mean, if she can bring back the enchilada from Taco Bell.
Enchilada.
What is that?
The enchilada was one of the secret menu items that they had back in the day. It was kind of like a crunchy burrito, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so it's fascinating. I put a poll on Twitter at MikeESPNSA asking the question, which one do you love more, the McRib or the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell? More than 100 people voted. It was close, but 52% prefer the McRib. Gonna be honest with you, I've never had it my entire life.
Me neither.
It looks disgusting.
You're not missing out on anything.
Yeah, it looks nasty. I've never tried the McRib, so I was surprised. I saw your poll that the McRib beat the Mexican pizza. I would much rather have the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell. And it's not because I'm Mexican.
One of my favorite comments, by the way, on the poll results was from John Dyer, who says, the McRib is a blessing from Jesus. Mexican pizza is an insult to two nationalities. That is so
but
funny.
here's the thing. I don't think Taco Bell tries to claim that they are like, the gods of Mexican food. Like I think their thing is, if you got the munchies at 2 a.m., like this is where you need to come.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't think they've ever said this is elite Mexican food.
Yeah.
Like Chipotle, I feel like thinks that they're elite Mexican food because they always do the commercials of everything they season the chicken with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Taco Bell doing that. I think you're right. I think they're the munchies spot for Mexican food.
They've carved out a lane, and I think they're really owning that.
All right, so it's 2 a.m. We've had a few cocktails. We're Ubering home.
Don't even get me started.
We're telling the driver, pull over. Let's get some food. Where are you going? Where do you want them to stop?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me for my Taco Bell order.
Oh, well, that would work too.
I mean, and usually that's what it is. What my drunk munchies is definitely Taco Bell. Are you ready? Because it's kind of a long thing.
Okay, tell me.
So it's a number 7, which is the chicken quesadilla.
Uh-huh.
So I get a chicken quesadilla with extra creamy jalapeno sauce with the crunchy taco, add sour cream, and a large Pepsi. But I'm not done
Wow.
yet.
Good.
But you're
Okay.
not done
You're
there.
not done
The
yet.
cinnamon
Okay,
twists
good.
are coming.
No, the actual, like, not the cinnamon twist, but the Cinnabons. Have you ever had
Oh,
those?
yeah.
They're like the like not even like, it's like icing filled like little donuts.
Uh-huh.
So we get like a 12
Fascinating.
pack of those for
Oh, wow.
sure. And then a cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh, those are so good.
And then if I'm really feeling crazy, I'll get like a nachos Bel Grande. But that's like if I've been day drinking into night drinking.
You know, it's funny because when it comes to my drunk meal, it was always Whataburger. And just most recently, I have banned Whataburger from my life.
Oh my
They-
goodness.
It used to be so good. What happened, Whataburger?
You're offending people right now, Mike.
Well, I understand that, but you know what's so funny is that the last time I mentioned this, there are a lot of people who reached out to me,
Yeah.
kind of like DMing me, but not reaching out to me publicly on Twitter saying,
They
"You're
feel the
right,
same.
it has gone downhill."
Mm.
It's just weird, man, because it used to be
They got bought out by Chicago.
and it went south
Mm.
that moment.
Yep.
It used to be I could go over there, get a good meal, in and out in 10 minutes, not in and out
Oh,
the
I was gonna
franchise.
say, oop.
Just drive in, drive out, get my food, 10 minutes. And now it's like a 30-minute adventure. There could be
Yeah.
3 cars there, and it's gonna be 30 minutes for your food.
You know what? I really like Jack in the Box for my late night meal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm a huge Jack in the Box lover. They're ghetto tacos. I really love them with their
the
hot
little
sauce.
mini tacos.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wish there was a Doja Cat for their bacon cheddar wedges because they've gotten rid of their
Ooh,
bacon
they
cheddar wedges.
did?
Rudy J told me they got rid of their bacon cheddar wedges. That ruined my life. 'cause
Caroline, I think it should be you. Let's make it happen.
we should bring back bacon cheddar. I'm not as famous as Doja Cat, but if I was, I would seriously do a campaign to bring back the Jack in the Box bacon cheddar
Yes.
wedges. That was my order: bacon cheddar wedges, Jack in the Box tacos, and a chicken sandwich with no mayo. Because
Okay.
well, actually, you know what? A little bit of mayo. I don't
a
like too
little.
much mayo on my
My
sandwiches.
wife's
But that's my order for sure, and a Coke or whatever.
my wife's order was when she was pregnant, was the bacon wedges, or
Oh.
the cheese and bacon wedges, or
So good.
from Jack in the Box. My stop is Las Palapas.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
now I go there.
Get me some LP.
Yeah.
I am all good. I don't care if it's fattening or whatnot. It's gonna
Well, it
soak.
has to be,
It's
yeah.
gonna soak up all the Jameson
I go
when
there
it's all
now.
said and done.
I go there now. Now that I drink Jameson, I started craving Las Palapas. I go to Las Palapas. I order a menudo all the time. I don't know why. Like I just end up eating menudo when I go to
That's
Las
very
Palapas.
Mexican, but
I know.
okay.
and then I get a bean and cheese taco with bacon added.
Oh.
Bean and cheese and bacon. Have y'all ever had that?
Yes.
It's
That's-
good, right?
I don't think I have, but
that's-
that sounds delicious.
It's wonderful. Hey, let's talk some music real fast.
Yeah.
I was offended by BuzzFeed this morning.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a while since I've gone on BuzzFeed. I mean, it's kind of like MySpace at this point.
Yeah.
You know, I went back in time. They were talking about classic rock stations. So how old does a band need to be in order for it to be considered classic rock? Lowe's opinion when it comes to
So
this.
I actually looked this up because when you had mentioned this to me before we got on air today,
Yeah.
I was very offended because some of these bands, like if these bands are classics, then I'm an antique. Okay. But I looked it up. So if you do it according to like cars, a classic car is 20 years and older. So I kind of, feel like I guess that's how they're measuring it, maybe 30 years and older.
But do you measure it from when they started or when the music was released? So for example,
Right.
Foo Fighters,
Mhm.
they first came out in 96,
Mhm.
right? So it's been 25, 26 years.
Yep.
They qualified to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But most of their music is, well, not most of it, but I mean, My Hero and
Sure, like
Pretender,
early 2000s
Pretender,
or
they-
like
All My Life, that came out in 2009.
yeah.
Is that classic, or is it just only Color and the Shape in 1996? Is that the only classic album they have?
I think there's different ways to measure it, but if they're considering like the bands, I think you do have to, consider, okay, when did this band start? Like when did they put out their first project? And then
Yeah.
so on and so forth. Like if you're categorizing songs, like that's different, but I think bands, yeah.
So when I was growing up, class of 95, Holmes High School. What's going on, Huskies? Classic rock to me was The Who, It was Grateful Dead. It
Beatles.
was, well, that to me was more ancient
Sure. Okay.
because that was that, because to me, classic rock was 70s rock.
Okay.
And what does that do to that? Is that still classic rock or
Well,
is that
think
a
about it.
different
If
category?
you're in the 90s and you thought 70s was classic rock, that's 20 years.
Right.
Yeah. So
So now-
right now we're at that threshold.
We're at that point, and now we're the ones getting played. We're
Dude,
the ones being told we're old.
What's going to end up happening is we're going to get old one day.
We are.
Well, we're already old, but we're going to be in a nursing home 40, 50 years from now. And we're going to be
God bless.
we're going to be bumping Jay-Z. We're going to be playing, Lauryn Hill and all Tupac
Yeah.
and Eminem. We're going to have Tupac and Biggie wars. There's going to be a West Coast and East Coast rivalry inside the
Yeah.
nursing home.
And then we're gonna tell our grandchildren, what y'all know about the East Coast,
Mhm.
West Coast battles back
You
in
know
the day?
nothing about the East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast ain't got no love for West East Coast.
Like, okay, Grandma, let's put you to bed. It's okay.
But let's talk about these bands that are allegedly classic rock, because it's like, they're talking about Blink 182. They're talking about Weezer.
Oh my God.
And now I understand Nirvana and Pearl Jam because that was grunge music and that was like a
From the 90s.
capsule of the early 90s, right?
Mhm.
But when you are going off and saying, is Sublime a classic rock band? And it's just so weird because you are in music, you are in radio.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you formulate what songs go on or how that all happens, how the sausage is made when it comes to that. But if you're a classic rock station and you're playing, late, the Doors, and you're playing, Sympathy for the Devil from the Rolling Stones, and then you're also playing Linkin Park.
Yeah.
That's like 35 years.
Sure. I mean, there's
That's too
definitely
much.
there's definitely a delicate balance and like curation that goes to making these playlists when we're talking about like actual music radio.
Yeah.
And you categorize things by, eras and stuff. But I mean, the catalog is deep, especially when it comes to quote unquote classic music,
Have you ladies noticed that going to HEB and going to Walgreens and Walmart,
Yeah.
that the music's getting really good?
Mhm.
Yeah, elevator music. Once you start hearing once you start hearing Christina Aguilera,
Like,
you're
let's
like, wait
go.
a minute, I've heard Genie in a bottle.
Uh-huh.
No, I feel like when it comes to classic music, I think we just need to realize, like, if your songs are starting to play on classic radio, just age gracefully.
Mhm.
And some of us age like milk, and some of us age like fine wine. And I think,
Yes, ma'am.
and I think that if you have a classic song that plays, and you should feel honored that it's your music. If you're a band that hears classic rock and that's your music, you should feel honored rather than never hearing your song played ever again.
Well said.
Very nice. Well, I'm honored to have Lo from Energy 94.1 here. We're going to do this
thank
every
you.
Tuesday.
Yes, I'm back, baby.
You are back. We're back from vacation.
Yeah.
We're back from all these illnesses and whatnot. We're going to make this a thing.
Yay!
Lo, thank you
Yeah.
for being here. We hope to see
Absolutely.
you again next Tuesday.
Of course.